They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Minnesota Golden Gophers, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Ducks will kick it away to start us off. And he'll bring it out to the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Minnesota's offense will get the first possession of the game. And Jesse, if they have to look to their big tight end in the passing game, that could open the door to some struggles.
I mean, he has to be the go-to because he is their best weapon. This is not a dynamic passing attack with guys on the outside with speed, take the top off the defense, catch posts, and goes. A lot of it goes through this tight end. So it's getting to the sticks, working open in zone coverage, being that reliable target for the quarterback. That's going to be important in this one.
No doubt. So that starts with great hands, contested catches, using that big frame to catch those intermediate passes, move the sticks, really be the go-to guy in this offense.
Under fire. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Autzen. Back to throw, it's York. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And the third down pass is knocked away by the D. The Golden Gophers will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Ducks offense taking the field for a chance we have to see them today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Fires to the big fella. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Here's the handoff. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
And I think that completion is as good as a first down, right? Because you set yourself up now in 4th and inches. Quarterback sneak's going to get it done. You can keep this drive alive.
Let's go. Trying to keep this drive alive. Headed to the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Oregon. You thought it was noisy when the Duck rolled out on that motorcycle? Decibels through the roof in the House of Loud.
And what a great job getting this crowd going early. This is not one of the biggest crowds in the country, but Autzen Stadium is one of the loudest places you will ever be in, and they love their Ducks.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. And the Golden Gophers want to pick up the tempo. Looking to throw, it's York. They're setting up the screen. Powers through the defender. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Throws to the wideout. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. The Golden Gophers line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He gets a block. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Barnett. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
We always talk about yak, and that was 3rd and very manageable. They were just throwing the ball to the sticks, just trying to pick up a simple first. But when you've got playmakers like that can do things after the catch, and
touchdown Ducks! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
one thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Back to pass, it's York. Here comes the heat. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Here's a hit. Got a man. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
And there are certain guys that I want to make sure I hone in on, and I do not give them the football in space. And this running back is one of those guys. Really good job by the defense, keeping their eyes on their keys and not letting him sneak out and get any kind of space. As soon as he touched it, he was on the ground.
And the Golden Gophers will send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. He'll field the punt and look for room. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Looking downfield on first down. With the catch, it's Barnett. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
Complete in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Seems it complete to the right. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. What a first quarter for this offense. A chance to score again on 1st and goal. Quarterback keeper. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line.
And nice job by the defense with the edges. They try the touch pass on 1st and goal. Nice job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the good tackle, forcing 2nd down and goal.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Oregon!
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's put the college football world on notice.
Bringing it back. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Off the RPO, complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Got it behind the line. It's Spears. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. The Golden Gophers come to the line in the hurry-up. Defense in press coverage. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a 1st down.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the 2nd quarter is about to get underway. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Looking for a man. It's York. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Got his man. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Out of the backfield, he's open. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the 1st down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the 1st down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Keeps it going. And the Golden Gophers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. They'll run play action. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Well, you can see why this team thinks this kid has a real bright future. It's amazing. He's only a true freshman. He's not built like one, though, and you saw it on that last play. Trust me, that is the first of many sacks in this kid's collegiate career.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. The Golden Gophers will punt it away on 4th down. Secures it at the 30. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Ducks get a fresh set of downs with a fast, hard finish on that play.
Fast is the word. As long as I can remember watching Oregon football, it's always guys that can get the football, get downhill, get back in the line of scrimmage, run the...
He wants to go deep. Grabs it inside the 10. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal. And that big gainer on the last one has him ready to go from inside the 10. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They want to run this quarterback. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks!
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. To the air. It's York. Got it in the middle. It's Spears. Now they've got even more. Room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Golden Gophers send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Going right to work up top. Working that left side now. Still running at the 40. A huge play there, and they finally get him out
on defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Give to the back. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Looking to pass. It's Washington. Gets it to him on the screen. Breaks into the open. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Fight that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch. Make the run. Get the first down.
What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Gives it on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Gets it out fast. Touchdown, Oregon! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. This guy's putting the Oregon offense on his shoulders, carrying them however you want, on the ground or through the air.
I mean, so fun to watch when you got a guy that can do this. And we've seen it with the Ducks in history, man. They've had some great ones that put their team on their shoulders. You need me to run it, I'll run it. You need me to throw it, I can do that too.
And the returner will be knocked down. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Looking downfield, it's York. And the timing just a hair off.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Golden Gophers will try to pin them back with the punt. He's got it near midfield. And the returner is stopped. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. He'll start this drive firing. Got out of trouble and throws. Pulls it in. It's Barnett. And they're able to get him down. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Back to pass. He's going for the big play. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 40. Inside the 30. He's a touchdown, Minnesota! And they turn it into a defensive score. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And the Golden Gophers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Pulls it in. It's Barnett. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the gun, the running back has it. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Firing to the right, complete. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. And the Ducks are moving quickly down the field. They'll leave it with him. Plows through the defense.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially in the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
They'll try the left side. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one.
Touchdown, Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game 1. Blowout win looking like in game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Dropping back, it's York. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. The Golden Gophers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. Motion from the wide receiver. Now the play fake. Plucks it out of the air. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
And the Golden Gophers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Might as well give it to him again. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. The Golden Gophers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Quick completion to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DV? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. And the Golden Gophers will bring the punt team onto the field. Catch is made at the 15. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Turning it on! Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. Hand off from the shotgun. Gets it past the marker. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day. Dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game.
Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Washington. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. On a critical third down here in the fourth quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. They put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. Wide receiver comes in motion. Grab behind the line. It's Barnett. Touchdown, Oregon! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
He'll bring it out. It's Spears. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Minnesota offense is headed. To the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Holds and fires complete to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. A 3rd down try for the offense. Back to throw, it's Parrish. Escapes the sack. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and the defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The give on the inside. Oh, he's got some space. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Solid run on the last play. Sets this offense up on 1st down. They think they can create space here with the run to the right. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Ducks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Nice move there. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the 1st down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
The clock is is my friend. If I can do this late in the ball game with a lead and I can continue to run the football and they have no answers, well, then I'm going to walk away with a win. So, listen, I wouldn't change a thing. I'd keep pounding the football, keep running the clock.
And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that, no gain on the play. They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. He'll pull it on the read. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on 3rd and goal. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Third and goal, where you separate the wheat from the chaff. To throw, it's Armour. And his first pass is incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game. And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we're looking pretty good.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Snags a quick pass on the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the inside give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now facing a 3rd and long. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. The Golden Gophers will punt this one away. Hauls it in at the 40. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Bringing it back. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.